Hey friends, welcome back. So I finally got my standard Omni skates. I am a 175 mondo and these are the size mediums. So the first thing that I'll note is when I tried these on this morning, they were super snug around the balls of my feet, kind of right by my toes. And I thought it may have been the skate was too narrow, so I pulled the liner out, popped my foot in. My foot seemed like it floated around in the shell just fine. So I went ahead and tried on the liners, and it was definitely hugging my foot outside of the skate. So I just wore them around the house for a couple hours and they started stretching out, loosening up. So feeling good, and I feel like that's something I can overcome. All right, so hit a few transition tricks. Plastic is definitely very hard on these. I can kind of feel the cuff is digging into the side of my shin bones on the inside, but they're very rigid and responsive, so that's good. You may hear a little clacking in the video. That's because I loosened up the anti-rockers just a hair, so they actually roll over transition, so I don't slide out. Let's go ahead and start hitting some grinds. Sole tricks are sliding very well. I didn't wax up that ledge at all. Sliding good, no hiccups. As I'm doing those, I'm starting to feel some pressure on my ankle, my left ankle on the inside around the cuff bolt area, which is something that I ran into on the rollerblade blanks. But I'm just gonna keep an eye on it as I continue to break these in. Let's go ahead and move on to some groove tricks. So I was really struggling on groove tricks, and I don't know if it's because this cuff feels super stiff or if it's because of the H block, but normally when I skate, I like to lace up my liners relatively tight, leave the cuffs a little loose, but because the liners come with this like bungee cord, I couldn't pull that bungee tight enough to secure my liner without me feeling like I'm gonna break an ankle, which is just a feeling that I have when I skate. So my cuff is a little tighter than I normally like, but I think I'm gonna swap out the laces and see if that helps. But you know, again, something I'm gonna keep my eye on. Let's maybe try some top sides. So I had to cut my session a little short. I was getting a lot of pressure on both of my skates on the inside of the cuff right here, and then around both of the inside of the ankle around the rivet. So, you know, that's something I'm gonna keep my eye on, but I definitely don't wanna overdo it and bruise my ankle bones again, because that takes forever to heal. You know, first impression, these are like a well-built skate. I will say that the plastic on these is very stiff, which I noticed it was hard to flex in them, which is pretty consistent with what others have said about these skates as well. You know, I usually ride with the liner laced up, cuff a little loose, and with these I couldn't really do that because of the bungees. So, you know, in a couple sessions I may try swapping out the laces and then break in the frames a little more and just see if that makes a difference. You know, overall plastic slide fast, that was to be expected, just because, you know, 50/50, same maker as standard, always has fast parts, so no problem there. You know, now fit, you know, I'm a 275. I was hoping that my foot would fit in these just perfect, and I would say, like, even with a double heel pad, my toes are touching basically the end of the inside of the shell, so when I take a spill, you know, my foot goes forward, it definitely crunches into the inside of the shell. So if you're 275 and up, probably not a good idea. I would honestly say that 273, 274 would be the cutoff for these. I kind of feel like I'm a little crammed in these, but I just want to like try breaking in the liner a little more. Definitely feels like my toes are kind of hanging off the end of the liner, but I'm hoping when some of that padding breaks in, my foot can slip back a little more, and then that feeling kind of goes away. But I'm gonna give it a few more sessions and see, you know, if that improves or not. I think that basically covers everything with my first skate on these. You know, there's a lot of videos out there, so hopefully I'm bringing something new to the table with these. Definitely rode these stock. Not a fan of plastic I&M rockers, so I'm gonna probably swap those out. But I, again, just wanted to ride these stock and see how they felt. And I would say right now I'm not in love with them. I'm in let's see where this goes. Basically marriage counseling with these skates. So let's see where it goes. Thanks all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.